All right, y'all. So we're a couple of weeks away from the NFL season, and my Pittsburgh Steelers have made some power moves in the offseason. And we look pretty good in the preseason, too. But is that going to translate all the way through? But anyway, I'm going to give you guys my floor, my ceiling, and my overall record prediction. Here we go. Week 1, we're on the road against the Jets. They haven't really made that many moves offensively and defensively. They don't really scare me. But we'll see if Justin Fields can assimilate into that offense. But I think that if our defense shows up, we should be fine. That's our first dub. Week 2, our home opener against the Seahawks. Now, usually we show out at home, but I think this is probably going to be more of a competitive game than people give it credit for. But I think that we squeak this win out. So this is done for us, 2-0. Week 3, on the road against the New England Patriots. I don't know why. This game, on paper, we should win it. There's no reason why we shouldn't. It just seems like that we can't break that New England Patriots curse. We somehow always fumble these damn games. Like, I would like us to win, but I think this is going to be our first L, 2-1. Week 4, overseas in Ireland, but it might as well be a home game against the Minnesota Vikings. The Vikings, they always have firepower as far as the offense, but the defense has been lacking in the last few seasons. I think this is going to be a back-and-forth firefight type of game, but I'm going to give us the dub here, 3-1. Week 6, at home against the Cleveland Browns. Now, in recent years, minus a couple little hiccups there, we've owned the Cleveland Browns, and we are familiar with Joe Flacco, provided that he is starting, which I think there's a 90% chance he'll be starting. We can get to him, so that's not a problem. All we got to do is just minimize the mistakes and turnovers, and we got to force some of our own. But other than that, I'll have us 4-1 at this point in the season. Week 7, at the Bengals. Now, they always give us one of our toughest tasks, especially on the road. And the thing is, these games are usually pretty low scoring. But I'm sad to say that this is going to be our second loss of the season, 5-2. Week 8 against the Green Bay Packers at Acrisure Stadium. I don't give a damn, it's still Heinz Field to me. But yes, Aaron Rodgers' retirement tour against his old team. This should be one for the books. But who's going to be starting? Is it going to be Jordan Love? I think so. Now, these games are always exciting, but I'm looking forward to the Steelers edging this one out. So I got us at 6-2. Week 9, on the road against the Colts. This one is tricky. I think Anthony Richardson might start for this one, but it seems like we always trade games with them. I mean, depending on the year. Last time we lost to them, but I think this year might be different. If we lose, it wouldn't surprise me, but I'm gonna make a bold prediction and say that I think we get the dub here. Week 10, on the road against the Chargers. This is another tricky one because we don't really face the Chargers often. Number 2, I kind of don't know really what to expect for them, but I've been saying this for like the last 3 or 4 years or so. The Chargers are pretty much the Falcons of the AFC. No matter how good they are, they always find a way to choke it away. But believe it or not, I actually have us taking an L here. So this is our third L of the season. Week 11, we get our get back at home against the Bengals. I think that at this point in the season, all cylinders should be firing, and we pretty much are in rare form. They're going to give us a fight in the first half, but I think we're going to take it in the end. So that's another dub for us. Next game, on the road against the Bears. Another one on paper that we should win, but this has all the makings of a trap game because I don't really know what to expect from the Bears. This might be another one of those games where there ends up being a funky ending. Like, there might be like some crazy ass, call or some miracle field goal. Like, it really could go either way because I don't know what to expect from the Bears. Like I said, on paper, we should win. But you know what? Once again, I will have us edging this one out. So that's another dub for us. Next up, we got the Buffalo Bills. Now, this is a home game for us, but, the Bills have been a force to be reckoned with as far as their quarterback and as far as their running game. The defense has holes in it, but I feel like that Josh Allen, he has that eraser, and especially if they manage the clock well. I would feel a lot more confident if we just knew how to solve that Josh Allen puzzle, and that's something we haven't been able to do yet. So I got us taking an L here. Next up, on the road against our arch rival, the Baltimore Ravens. Now, I actually have a split this year with the Ravens again, and this is mid-season, so this is kind of where we're going to see teams' identities. And also, as much as I hate to admit it, because y'all know exactly what I'm talking about in recent years, that if we have like a good 3 or 4 or 5 win game streak, then we run into a division opponent, we usually lose, we usually drop the ball, and I think that happens here, especially if we pick up that win against the Buffalo Bills. But yes, I got us taking an L here against the Ravens on the road. Week 15 against the Miami Dolphins. Now, believe it or not, even though this is a hot take, I think this might be our first or one of our first blowout games where we just completely dominate from bell to bell, post to post. Tua doesn't really scare me because our defense can get to him. And if he's smart, he will play very, very safe. And I think playing safe will be to his detriment. But all we got to do is just not make any mistakes, and we're home free. So I got this as another dub for us. Week 16 against the Lions. This was kind of tricky, but then again, Aaron Rodgers has had his most competitive bouts against the Lions and the Bears. He owns the Bears too. But then again, this is a Pittsburgh Steelers squad that he's got. Provided that he's still healthy, I think he should do fine. But I don't know. My spidey sense is tingling about this game. Don't get mad at me, Steeler Nation, but I got us taking an L here. Week 17 on the road against the Browns. I'm going to go with my initial prediction and say that we sweep the Browns in 2025. So that's a dub for us. And our season finale. Now, this is provided that the Ravens already have a playoff spot and they bench Lamar Jackson. I think whether or not they bench him, it's always going to be close. But I think that we're going to be fighting for a playoff spot here. This could be potentially for the division. So I'm going to give us the dub here. So now the floor, the ceiling, and my overall record prediction. Worst case scenario, if injuries hurt us, if Mike Tomlin and Aaron Rodgers don't see eye to eye on how to run the offense, and we pretty much fall the face of the damn earth, our floor, worst case scenario, is 8-9. Our ceiling, the tippity top, best case scenario, if we fire on all cylinders, the defense just plays lights out, and we get prime Aaron Rodgers for one more year in his retirement tour, I think we can go 13-4. That's a bold prediction, but I'll take it. But my overall record prediction, this might be kind of predictable because we all know how Mike Tomlin is, but I'm going to say we go 11-6. 11-6 is very doable for us. But anyway, football fans, Steelers Nation, what do you guys think? That's my prediction for the Steelers 2025 season. Peace.